All right, good evening, Woodhounds. Welcome to Friday Night Live. It's Friday night. We are live. That is why it is Friday Night Live. Oh, and as you can see, we are inside. Not because it's too cold out. No, that's not the case. It's just that when I'm done with this right here, I need to go right over there and go into work this evening and do a couple things. So the glass tonight, when we're raising up the cup, it's going to be just straight wild cherry Diet Pepsi. That's right. Doesn't matter what's in your cup. But good evening, everyone. Glad you're here. Glad you're tuning in. We have cooled off. Well, we're cooling off from the big number 200. So with that, let's just get this weekend kicked off like we always do. Raising up those cups. Glad you're all here. Cheers. And I am seeing a bunch of names fly by. Outdoors with Larry and Robin. Good evening. Mr. Tim Van Dusen, how are you? WD-30's in here, still celebrating from the big Eagles win last night. Hamden Outdoors, yes indeed, number 201. 201, coming at you tonight. And who else? Daniel Atkins, good evening. Log Cabin Firewood, Captain Jack, how are you? How are you doing? I saw Obi was in here. So yeah, we are episode 201. Here we go. The start of the next stretch to the next milestone. And we are actually, what is it, 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks from tonight? We will be live in Cambridge, Ohio. Live with a live crew from the Fairfield Inn. It's going to be a good time. I think I saw outside in Michigan. Dean is here. I saw earlier this week. He's got his tickets. He's ready to go. He is all set. And hopefully those of you that are planning to attend the Paul Bunyan show, hopefully you got everything in line already. And it's going to be a good time down there once again. I have a feeling, I hope the weather is going to be good. But I just have a feeling that, I don't know. I think Bunyan's going to, I just feel like they need to bounce back from Boonville. Like the Boonville bounce back. Not that Boonville wasn't good. It was just the weather and, all that stuff. Mountaintop Outdoors. Glad to see you made it back. And survived last Friday night after you left the live stream. I was worried that Saturday morning we might see a shorts posted from your after the live festivities. And yes, I was only expecting a shorts. Oh, all right. There's Dude Ranch DIY. Back from the honeymoon. And you got everything back in the Woodyard. I see your Woodyard was relocated while you were gone. There's Richard Healy. I won't even mention it. Wild Bill Irwin. How are you doing? Good to see you in here. And there's frickin' Jeep. Speaking of the Paul Bunyan show, don't forget, if you are going to the show, frickin' Jeep is going to have a big saw blade there for everybody to sign. I know last year, I know, there's Patty's got the emojis coming at me here. Last year there was the space filled up pretty quick. There was limited space available to put your signature on there. So if you are at Paul Bunyan the first day, stop on up there and see John at frickin' Jeep. Alan Family Firewood, how are you doing? I know you're going to be heading to Bunyan. So we'll see you there. There's just going to be all kinds of everyone. People are going to be, what anymore? Thomas. Oh, yes, indeed. They are available. There are still some available. Where is your comment? Right there. For anybody else wondering, and you better if you grab some now through the end of the month, they are 3 buy 3 get 1 free, and this month's card is the number 9. If you got the number 9 card, if you pull the number 9, you're in luck. Because at the end of the month, it's going to be there's going to be something in store. So stay tuned. Chandler Firewood, how are you? Are we going to have after hours with Shibe tonight? I don't think so, because like I said, I've got to be responsible. I guess Shibe won't have to be responsible tonight. But I do have to wrap things up. I got to get some stuff ready around the house here. I've got to then get ready to have a long, late night tonight. Yarding around and around the yard. I saw you guys you're in here. One Eye Customs, neighbor Doug. I won't be at the Paul Bunyan show itself on Friday. I will be getting into Cambridge sometime early afternoon. So there will be I won't be to the actual show until Saturday, and then also on Sunday. So that may change some of your plans. I don't know. If you're going on Friday and you leave the show and you can stop by the Fairfield Inn and say hi to a bunch of us, that's where we'll be. Like I said, I think I'm hoping to get into town around between 1 and 3 maybe. I don't know. What's for sure going to happen? The hard-working man is in the house. Good evening, Heath. Question, feel good firewood. Feel good firewood. Don't forget the North Star Logging Expo is on in Grand Rapids. Yes, indeed it is. I actually talked to Bob Nelson this morning, who was right up there at the show. So that's going on. If you are in northern Minnesota, or even just Minnesota, stop on out. Ralph Carnegie, I am doing good, my friend. How are you doing? There's Dick, old guy firewood. How many cords have you run through the treadmill? Mystery Gardener, good morning. I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna be up late in the morning. There's actually a couple of guys. Well, one guy that I'll be working with tonight from Ireland. He's gonna be on, but when he's on, it's gonna be early morning, like normal morning, not 2 in the morning. Like I'm going to be. I got to get used to this. Timon the Buckeye. I think you're going to be at the Bunyan show. I don't know if you're going. I think you're going Saturday, right? Timon, is that right? Saturday or Sunday? Oh, WD-30. We'll give you a little. We're going to raise up the cup to WD-30. I'll be observing Bunyan this year. Tip him back. Thank you very much, Will. Cheers. Yeah, well, it was good to see you up at Boonville. I mean, it wasn't easy. I mean, it was easy because the crowd wasn't very big, so we could see you. But at Bunyan, you might get lost in the crowd. So it's probably better that we got to see you at Boonville because it wasn't so busy and we didn't have to worry about losing you in the sea of people. Minnesota youngster, I am not going to make it to the North Star Expo. Just because of I gotta work tonight. I got stuff to do. We got a big system deployment and upgrade we gotta go throughout the night doing. So by the time I would get up there tomorrow, I'll need a stand and a balloon. Yeah, that would be yeah, we could tie a helium balloon on your belt loop, on the back belt loop, have it go up about 6, 8 feet. And we could see where you're at. Mountaintop Outdoors had something there. Yeah, those flags. Party starts Thursday night in Cambridge. Oh my goodness, look at this, folks. The early birds, if you're getting into town early, down in Cambridge, get ready. Old guy Firewood's gonna get the party started. Whew. Just don't. Well, actually, I'm glad to hear that. Party as hard as you can on Thursday. So come Friday night, everyone's maybe just a little, just dials it back a notch, a little tamed down. Then you won't be ready to cut loose Friday night. Hey, and there is another man who will be at. Should we bring out? We'll bring out the ladies. Brad from Firewood at the Furnace. Good evening, Dan and everyone. Good evening to you, Brad. Looking forward to seeing you once again down at Bunyan. Cheers. Thank you very much. This doesn't taste good. Oh boy. The hardworking man is going to party from Thursday till Friday, non-stop. Oh no, that could be trouble. We'll see. That could be trouble. TC's Outdoors, good evening. And Breaking Wood. Breaking Wood, how are you doing? Chandler Firewood. No, it's something completely different. It's through a different vendor that we use, and yeah, it's nothing to do with those. It's our internal system. Oh, there's just old guy Firewood. You just keep the pregame. Well, like I said, hit that pregame as hard as you can Thursday night. And that way Friday, maybe people will just, take it easy. It's kind of like Thursday you hit it hard, Friday you pull back a little bit, and then Saturday hit it hard again. Robert, not sure if you noticed this before the show started, but thanks for the... Yes. Oh, yeah, I did not notice it, but you are very welcome. Glad that it arrived. And hopefully you're maybe putting that tumbler to use right now. Filling it up. Mine is filled up, but it's not going down the same because there's something's missing. Something is missing. Tomorrow night. See, that's last night, a little bit, tonight, taking it easy. So this is a good model to follow, old guy. You guys go down there and get things warmed up on Thursday. Chris, hello in Colorado. Hey, how are you doing out there? Oh my goodness, Richie! How are you, my friend? How's it going? Good evening. Happy Friday night. Good to see you on here, buddy. Hope everything's going well for you. Log cabin firewood. Have you ever got into any Star Wars silver bars or coins? No. I'm not sure. Wait, no. I don't think I have any. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I do. Nathan, good evening. Is that a good answer for you? I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't think I do. But maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Sterling Trails. Oh, yeah. It's always fun because you have to do all this stuff when nobody else. Well, we still have a lot of people working, like in other parts of the world, but we just have to limit. Whenever it's the downtime, the most downtime, that's when you have to then be on. Oh, I don't know if anyone has I just saw I just saw an email come in. I was like, wait, who was that? But if anyone was looking to tune in on Facebook tonight, something is going on with the maybe Meta is doing some updates right now because I was not able to connect and stream to Facebook. So if you were looking to watch on Facebook but had to come to YouTube, I apologize for that. If you are sitting on Facebook waiting for this to start, you will be waiting a long time. Mountaintop, I do believe. Yes, indeed, he will be there. He will be there. And you know who else will be somewhere? I don't know if I can officially make this announcement, but the tentative word on the street is this man right here, the saw surgeon. Where is he? Right? The saw surgeon will be tentatively right now, from what I've heard, from my sources I've gathered, that he will be at the Firewood Fest in Cadott, Wisconsin on October 28th. And he is bringing with him something that I don't know if we'll really need or not, but he's bringing a couple Husqvarna saws. Again, I don't know why. I mean, maybe if we need to like anchor one of the tents down, we can use one or two. Or maybe if we have to like hold down a tarp, he'll have his saws with him. We can strap a bungee cord around the bar or the handle and anchor down a tent. Oh, saw surgeon, that would be completely, it would be beyond, I don't even know, awesome if you were able to make it. If anybody else, if you haven't heard or you want more info, over here is the website. Go on to back40firewood.com and check out, if you are in Wisconsin, Minnesota, wherever, and at the end of October, if you are looking to get together and make some firewood with some crazy people, some wildwood hounds, we are going to have a couple pretty cool things there that you can get your hands on and run and test and demo or whatever you want to call it. We're going to have Rick's going to have his Wolf Ridge, I think, around the yards, bringing his Wolf Ridge, Babe the Blue Ox over. We're going to have the Easton Made 37D with the attached conveyor. We're going to have the Yappa 365. And there's something else that is going to be pretty cool to see. I just have to confirm it will, in fact, be there. Neighbor Doug. Under my job title is TCB, taking care of business. A high level, from a high level, this is what it is. We have a large, what's called a content management system, where we have a whole bunch of stuff inside of it that a lot of people from all over access. And that platform, I am on the team that maintains and, I guess, is there if anything breaks. So when we need to update it, I get to do that. It's complicated, but it's fun. It keeps me busy during the day. Oh my goodness. Is somebody talking about moonshine? I wonder who that would be. I don't know if oh my goodness. I knew it. Wild Bill. Anytime there's talk of moonshine, we are going to have Mr. Wild Bill Irwin is in the conversation. And it sounds like... No problem, Doug. It sounds like Wild Bill's bringing a little shine to Bunyan. James once tried to explain, hey, speaking of Skidder Kev, I think it's tomorrow night. Skidder Kev's going to be live with Andrew from Easton Made. I believe they're going to be talking about the new 40C firewood processor. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow night, tune in, check out Skidder Kev on YouTube for a little Saturday night live. Oh, there you go. Saturday Night Live. I surely hope you're not talking about for me. You can't sneak in here. Uh-oh, what do we got? What's that? A meteor.
No, I don't know if they can see the crystals or not.
Maybe not. Oh, you can see them.
There's geodes in this.
Little boss man broke open a rock tonight. And there are some, if we hold it towards the light, you might be able to see. It's full of these crystals. Oh, there you can see them.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
It's really pretty, actually.
Yeah.
I'm happy I broke the rock.
He's happy he broke the rock. There you go. Well, don't leave it sitting there.
Why? Oh, wow, look at X's.
All right, now let's see. Yeah, we won't. Well, if you guys last year, Brad had that bottle, and I think it was the fastest I have ever seen a bottle of bourbon disappear. He started pouring out shots, and all of a sudden, everybody had one, threw them back, and the bottle was gone. I think that's when everything started to go downhill when that happened.
I can't believe you have to be up here too.
What is James is wondering? Any suggestions on the types of beer us Canadians should try at Bunyan? Ooh, I am not the guy to recommend beer. I'm guessing I'm guessing Shibe will have Miller Lite, and otherwise, I don't know. I think Captain Jack is a little beer drinker. What is this now? Brad's got. We should all have a moment of silence and pray for that the same staff is working the lobby this year. Yes, indeed. That's a very good idea. Although I don't think it like at Boonville, it was all fine until somebody else in the hotel, I guess, complained. Is Jeffrey leaving? Jeffrey, have a great weekend. Uh-oh. Is Patty pulling him away already? Oh, there you go, Andy. Spotted cow. That is a very popular choice of beer up here in Wisconsin. I, however, am not a fan. Not a fan of the spotted cow. I don't know why. Just don't. Not into beer. Not into beer. Yingling. Oh, yes. Yingling. I don't know. I think last year there was I forget somebody brought in a bunch. Maybe it was just they brought Miller Lite. I know Shy thought he was going to run out of beer, and then all of a sudden there was like another case, and that got distributed amongst everyone and was gone. And then all of a sudden there was another case somebody brought in, and I don't even know what all happened. I slowly escaped to go get some sleep. Oh, they got to do the same thing this year. Because Saturday, I think, is going to be a busy day at Bunyan. It usually is. And hopefully it's not like Boonville and it rains. Whew. Obi had a spotted cow last week. See, now I didn't know if that stuff. I didn't think you could get that everywhere. Were you up here in Wisconsin, Obi? You pull the WD-30. He did kind of vanish Just all of a sudden, he was gone. Poof. Oh, John, yes, I have it right now. I boiled up a big vat of water, and I got my first pieces that I'm going to put in the boiler. I got them soaking. I'm thinking in a couple of days they'll be ready, and we'll throw them in. Yeah, I don't know how many is anybody out there? Has anyone started up their wood stoves or their wood boilers? I was dang tempted the other morning. Tuesday? I think it was. Tuesday or Wednesday. I think it was like 42. Dropped down to 42. And that is was mighty chilly in the house. And then I ran the gas furnace. Oh, yes. I actually had to turn the furnace on for like 20 minutes. just to warm things up a little bit. But see, that's kind of like the predicament I'm in is if I start the boiler the last week of September, which it looks like it's going to start cooling off, and then I leave for Ohio. I mean, Amanda is able to fill it, but you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait till I get back from Bunyan and fire it up. We'll see. I'll have to check. If it's getting to be too cold, I'm going to fire it up. A firewood customer was in Wisconsin and brought some back. Ah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering, I thought that was a like regional or kind of not really local. But I know you can't get spotted cow everywhere. Carl Lewis, the man with the plan, started a fire in the house. Yeah, it's Woodhound Senior's got the furnace going right now. Same with the saw surgeon. David Libby, have you ever tried burning willow? No. I think Shibe had some one time. I have never had any. I think once it dries, it burns pretty fast. I don't know. I don't think it's a very good burning wood. Only in Wisconsin. That's right. Outdoors in the 608. That must be for the spotted cow. That's what I thought. I know you can't get it. You might be able to get a few places in eastern Minnesota. I don't know. Willow sucks for heat. Yeah, I know it's not a very high BTU value. And I think, like I said, I think it's pretty wet when it's green. And then when it dries, it's real light and burns up quick. Light and quick. Burns fast. Daniel Atkins is on it. It's okay. Burns fast. Kind of like cottonwood, I'm guessing then, yep. Hey, Sawing with Sandy, how are you doing? I don't know if you decide if you're making the trek south down to Bunyan or not. But if you are, we will see you there. Can you burn poplar or do they like better woods like wood stoves? You can burn anything in your boiler. You can burn anything, Jack. It's just a matter of, you might need a lot more of it to get the same amount of heat from it. But, so like, depends on the boiler. Like when my boiler's going, it burns, and then once the water temperature reaches a 170, it shuts off. So then, it's not like putting a piece of wood in the wood stove it just burns consistently. Like there are periods of downtime, if you will. So, you can throw anything in the boiler, and if it's got a air control, it's not going to burn that much when there's no air being forced in there. So when you're not needing the heat, like the early burning parts of the season, like October, if it's not that cold during the day and you're not needing to draw heat off of the water that's running in the loop, like your boiler is not going to burn that much. So yeah, you can throw a poplar in there. I heated a whole winter on cottonwood one time. We had 9 big cottonwood trees in the front along the street, and I burned cottonwood all year long. I had to put a lot of it in, and I had to sometimes fill up more often than usual, but yeah, you can burn anything. That's the beauty of the boiler. Just don't burn it green. Split it, let it season a little bit. Otherwise, you're just using your boiler to dry it. You may as well try to get as much heat from it as you can. Oh, Obi. I don't know. They might be. They might be bringing them down. Chris, I usually I very rarely have to clean any creosote out. It just burns. It burns off. If it does collect anything, like you get a good hot fire going, and all of a sudden, like some nights I'll see a little flame coming out the stack. So yeah, it's but I usually don't clean anything. I never worry about it. Cleaning it anyway. Hamden Outdoors, the 200-mile hike. This is yes. It is. And she will be home tomorrow. It's been quite the day. The traveling is always fun. How much wood a month will you burn? It depends. Depends on how cold it is, all that stuff. I don't know. I burn about 10 to 12 full cords over, 8 months, 7 months? So I'm a little over a cord a month. But we also keep the house at 74 degrees, all the time. So we don't turn the thermostat down at night. It's like, so yeah, you do. If I were to monitor and turn the thermostat down at night, do all that stuff, I could probably cut my consumption down. But yep, about 10 to 12 cords a month. I mean, not a month, a year. 10 to 12 cords a month. 80 some cords a year. Is it possible to have a chimney fire on the boiler? I don't think so. Like I said, I think what happens is if the creosote does build up, and then when you get a good hot fire going with the forced air through it, like blowing out the stack, that's when all that stuff burns off. And there'll be nights that the top of the stack looks like a jet engine, like the flame coming out of it. But that's just because the air is, there's a blower blowing air into it, and then a hot enough fire with the air getting blown up the pipe lights it up and burns it off. Where I thought I saw something fly by. The little boss man. Song with Sandy. I do not miss seeing the flame inside, because I never really had that. Like growing up on the farm, we had a wood stove in the basement, but it wasn't like one that we would go sit around. It wasn't open. You couldn't see the flame. I like seeing the flame sitting around the fire pit outside. Where did... Oh yeah. If you stack your wood too close to your boiler and you get one of those, you get the blower going and you have some creosote built up and it's burning it off and it's shooting sparks and embers up into the air, like those things will come falling down and they'll land next to the boiler. And if you have your wood pile right there, it is very possible to start your wood pile on fire. Make some dust. Good evening. Been busy, but busy building my shop. Well, glad you could tune in. It is good to see you, my friend. Where? Oh, WD-30. Congrats once again on the big win last night. I wouldn't have enjoyed it so much, but because it was against the Vikings, it made it nice to watch. So enjoy your weekend, and thanks for stopping by, hanging out. Hey, Laura Popwell. Good evening. I am inside because I have to, I got to jump from here over to my other end of the desk later on and go into work and do some stuff. So I'm inside just to keep an eye on things in here and I got some other stuff I got to take care of. Let me tell you, like everyone that I've talked to about, Amanda going on this hike and everything, like everyone is always talking about how, it must be difficult to hike that far and, the struggles and the challenges that she must be going through in the mountains, putting on 20 miles a day. And I'm like, what about back here? Like, you know what it's like having to cook and clean. I had to do laundry yesterday. And then, I got to get stuff cleaned up now for when she comes back tomorrow. I mean, the struggle is back here. I don't know what some people are thinking. Like, it's not easy. So I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do after this, and then I gotta go into work. But yeah, you know how many meals I've had to make? Running the dishwasher? Oh, gosh. I mean, oh, it's crazy. The struggle is real. Daniel Atkins is taking off. 45 minutes of daylight left. Oh, and you got a load of. He's got, well, okay. Wait, you don't have any outdoor lighting? What is this? We'll get that wood loaded up and have a safe delivery tomorrow. Yeah, see, a lot of people can relate to this. I'm not the only one. That's good to know. That is good to know. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I did 2 loads of laundry. And then I had to put them in the washer and the dryer. So that's like 2 loads times 2. Doesn't Wolf Ridge make like a pole you can attach to the splitter with a light on the top of it? I think they do. Did anyone see, is Brad still in here? Did everyone see Brad's new flag that he has flying in the Woodyard? No, the kitchen, I got to clean that up. Oh. Oh, well. Now, I definitely wouldn't have made it on the hike. So, yes, if you're going to compare the two like that, I definitely would not have made it on the hike. That I know. 3 loads and kids. Yeah, I know. Well, I got 1 kid, and then the dogs. I had to take care of the dogs. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's crazy. But we did have pizza tonight, but it was take and bake. It wasn't delivery. So that counts. It's cooking. Turning on the oven. Making some food. Yeah, we didn't get delivery tonight. We normally don't. Oh my goodness. And it's been a long day. And it's not even close to being over. What is a kitchen? Oh, yes. What is... It's where this stuff happens. And I don't know... See, I'm glad that a lot of you can relate to this. And then, Saw Surgeon is in the same boat. One eye. I don't know how to run the dishwasher, and my wife doesn't know how to start the mower. Yeah, it's always it's interesting how some of that stuff works. Like, oh, Rachel, come on. We're serious as can be. We would not be joking about something like that. It is straight up serious. So what was that? What was that? Did I remind everybody about? Yeah, we talked about the Firewood Fest. If you're in the area and you want to do a little work, see how much wood we can make, try out some of these machines. October 28th. Probably starting, I don't know, 8, 9 in the morning. We got a couple of people bringing some stuff. You don't have to like bring your splitter. We don't need too many machines. We're just going to get together and make some wood. And before that, October, is it 6th, 7th, and 8th? Are those the dates of Bunyan? I better check this out just to make sure I'm not... Oh my goodness. Yes, October 6th. I will be getting into Cambridge. We're going to have the live stream from the Fairfield Inn Friday night. And I think I'm going to do the same thing I did at Boonville. I think I'm going to start at 7, which would be 8 Eastern. And then on the 7th, I will be at the Paul Bunyan show. And also on the 8th. But the 8th will only be in like the AM. The early morning, or 8 to noon, whenever they open the gates. Something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I think they open at 8. Maybe 7. Is it 7? I'm not... Depending on how Saturday night goes... I'm not sure how early I will be at the show on Sunday. But yeah, if you're down in Ohio in the area, come on out to the Paul Bunyan show. Or like I said, if you want, I think last year we were kind of just hanging out in the hotel like from, what was it, 5 o'clock on maybe? So yeah, I think I'll start at 8 Eastern, the live stream. That'll give us a little more time in the evening afterwards. And what is this freaking Jeep? What are you talking about here? I would come up there and use one of your splitters, but don't know how to go that slow. Oh, yeah. Well, we won't be racing. It won't be. We're not speed is overrated. But maybe I think we need to get at the Bunyan show, John. I think you gotta go down to the Yappa tent, the Easton Made tent, when they're doing a couple demos. You need to go see that 24D run. Because that is not a slow splitter at all. Not at all. That thing is wicked fast. Oh boy. We've got a coin coming down. Did we bring out the ladies? We did. Let's bring them. Oh. Mr. Scheib, I think he's packing up to head to West Virginia. And he's going to stop by here to drop some coins in the cup. Thank you very much. Cheers. Have a safe trip down there to West Virginia and a safe adventure. Going all out and about. Did you all see Scheib's video yesterday? When he was inch by inch loading. How long does it take to load a log 1 inch at a time? Because that looked like... I don't know why you didn't call Sam up to come over to help you load it, seeing how you were taking it over to his place for him. I don't know. I would have been like, get over here. Gotta get this thing loaded up. Yes. He's gonna need... What was the, I forget what he was doing the one time. And Scheib said, like, he had all these comments about how he's going to need a chiropractor and he's throwing out his back. And there's, yeah, it's like sometimes it is, you just got to put in the work. It's not that bad to just put in the work. Do the work. You know, then it gives you even more of a sense of accomplishment when you're done. That is true. As long as you keep your thumb or other fingers out of the way, Phil. That is that is correct. It is that does make nothing wrong with speed then, but I don't know. I think sometimes when I say speed's overrated, I think you split for so many minutes at a super fast pace and then you like don't really do anything. So the amount of time you spend is the same. It's just that you split the wood faster. But you still, I don't know if that makes sense or not. But like you go out in the wood yard and you're putzing around for a half hour. Or, you know, and during that half hour you just steadily split your wood. Or you go out in the wood yard and for 20 minutes you hurry as fast as you can splitting. And then there's like 10 minutes of other miscellaneous stuff. You're just kind of like moving stuff around or, you know, like you still spend the same amount of time out in the wood yard at the end of the day. It's just that for one little segment, you split really fast. I don't know. I don't like to rush what I enjoy doing. Marlin! We got to bring the ladies out for Marlin. Marlin L. I'm sure Amanda appreciates what a wonderful wife you are. Thank you very much. Cheers. My top had shut on me. I guess that means it's getting close to closing time. I gotta put a little bit in here for the end. All right. No time for overtime, Jared Hildebrandt? I don't know. Maybe a couple minutes. I don't know how long you've been on, but I was just explaining earlier how much I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. Housework, chores, stuff. A lot of stuff to do. John Edwards, I think I'll call my splitter the Turtle. I've seen, yeah, the Glacier. Chris in the Woodyard had the Glacier, the Turtle, the Sloth. You could call it the Sloth. Just a slow moving machine. But again, as long as it gets the job done, you know, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. This is another good point. Sometimes we go in the woods and don't even cut wood. But that's the beauty of it, I think. That's, I think, what makes it, you know, unique. Hey there around the yard. Enjoy your weekend as well. I don't know how, I didn't even look what the weather's supposed to be like this weekend. But enjoy your weekend around the yard, from around the yard. Yeah, I've been having little boss man's been helping. He actually enjoys, you know, well, he enjoys making the mess, but then he also is not too bad at picking it up. So, like, he likes to, down at Grandma's, he loves cleaning the floors with this little cordless vacuum. And he's got his one little spot that he needs to maintain down there. And that's one of the things I got to check on, actually. Because he was supposed to be cleaning it up tonight. During the live stream, that was one assignment. 30 minutes to split a face quart of cherry. Oh, but splitting cherry, that's when you actually want to go slow when you're splitting cherry. Just take it all in. Enjoy the aromas. That wouldn't be too bad. Now, if you're splitting like elm or something, some oaks, black oak, whew. And I think it's black oak. There's one of the oaks that we have up here that just smells like a really just pungent, stinky, rotten cheese. It's just terrible. Slick Willie, good evening. We are just getting ready to sign off. But glad you could tune in. Jack, have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. I will try. Yes, I will try to have fun this evening. Yeah, Slick Willie. It's one of those nights. I'm in. I gotta call it early. Can't go too late. I have some 6 cord of cherry. Oh, you got 3 cords of red elm. Oh yeah, that pin oak. Maybe is that what it is? Yeah, some of that oak. And man, it just hangs around. Like you split it up in the Woodyard, and like a week later, it's still, you can just smell it. Oh my gosh. Hardworking man, Rachel. Good night. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I gotta go take care of some business here on the homestead. I gotta take care of some business down there later on. And yeah, we've got a busy weekend as well. Tomorrow, Sunday, just it flies by. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Glad you could kick off the weekend hanging out with us Woodhounds here on Friday Night Live, episode 201. 201 is almost done. Super chatters, greatly appreciate the coins in the cup. Where is the cup? That cup. And moderators, as always, glad you're here. What is this, Surging? Channeling Joe, Ohio Woodburner? Oh, but yes, a few more weeks and we'll see a lot of you at the Paul Bunyan Show. So have a good night. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool. Cheers, everyone.
I've got a ton of gravel in my shoe, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night.